Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's another morning here, and gonna go ahead and open up on a high note. Got a little bit of information news, and a little bit of a slower news cycle. But it's May 15th, and you tune in to the Heartbeat of the Coach. I'm your host, Amir Shakur, and we're here. We're here. We're looking for the best news, the best approach, in the most positive, but truthful and direct fashion, and that's what we do every morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time, 8 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you haven't tuned in, welcome to Amir Shakur Speaks Morning Show. We're the front line of transparency, powered by ASN News, right? And we just don't report the news. We hold systems that govern us accountable, right? And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If it impacts your community, we dig it in for the truth, and that's in. We don't care where you're at. You could be in a cave in South Africa, but I mean, if it's newsworthy and it affects the community, we want to hear it, right? So if you haven't, joining us for the first time, you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share to the Amir Shakur Speaks ASN News Morning Show, and let's get into it. Join our happy and friendly and caring VIPs in the VIP room. And look, they're at it already. Look at that. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, our host, Amir Shakur. It's a great good morning. And yeah, UK, Canada, and everyone, wherever you're watching, we're asking you to rock with us, and you're rocking with the sharpest mind in the morning, right? Guess who that is? Moi. I didn't say it. They said it. Hit the like button, though. Hit the like button, right? So let's rock and roll, right? Let's rock and roll. Let's get into it. So we're going to open up our segment today by, look at this. ASN News is reporting. Good morning to you as well. ASN News is reporting that our FBI director, Mr. Kash Patel, is in big trouble, right? And as of May 2026, which is right now, the FBI director is facing intense scrutiny and multiple controversies regarding his leadership, personal conduct, and alleged alcohol abuse, right? Democrats have launched an investigation into reports of excessive drinking and potential national security risks, while Patel has filed a $250 million lawsuit against the Atlantic newspaper over these claims. There's a video out there that shows the FBI director partying hardy and tense exchange with a lawmaker regarding these things. And I mean, there's multiple videos, I should say. And this is something that we want to see. So if we got the video, let's get it queued up. And like I said, if you're just joining us for the first time, let's go ahead and follow, like, and subscribe to the Amir Shakur Speaks Morning Show while we're waiting on the team to get that video queued up. And I want you guys to check it out. Give us 1 second and let us know when the video is ready, my friend. And we'll get it going. Kash Patel is in trouble. All right, here we go. Can you see it? Okay. All right, there we go. I'm sorry. Let's add that to the screen and make it roll.
Multiple reports, including reporting by the Atlantic, have alleged episodes of excessive drinking, unexplained absences, and behavior that concern current and former FBI and DOJ officials. You have publicly denied those allegations and filed a defamation lawsuit. So today, as you testify before Congress, is it your testimony that those allegations are categorically false?
Unequivocally categorically false.
So there have been no occasions during your tenure when FBI personnel were unable to promptly reach you?
Absolutely not. You can ask my entire workforce. They hear from me at every single hour of the day, as do these great gentlemen here, as do the men and women of the interagency and state and local law enforcement in the White House.
And so there have been no occasions when your security detail had difficulty waking or locating you, is that right?
Nope, it's a total farce. I don't even know where you get this stuff, but it doesn't make it credible because you say so.
I'm not saying it, Director Patel. It's been written and documented.
You are literally saying it.
No, I'm saying that these are reports, Director Patel.
No,
And
unlike
I
your
will
baseless
say,
reports,
Director
the only person
Patel,
that was slinging margaritas in El Salvador on the taxpayer dollar with a convicted gangbanging rapist was you.
you know,
The only person that ran up a
Director
$7,000 bar tab in Washington, D.C. at
this
the lobby
suggests to me
was you.
This
so the only individual
suggests
in
to
this
me
room
allegations
that has been drinking
are
on
true.
taxpayer dime during
Are
the
you
day
polygraphing
is you.
Director Patel? Come on. These are serious allegations that were made against you. They're in a
Allegations
lawsuit
are
that you
false.
filed.
You drinking margaritas with a gangbangers
Actually,
true and on
it just
video.
goes to show you
running a
this
$7,000
goes-
bar tab at the lobby bar
Director
has
Patel,
been filed by your own
this
office.
goes to
You
show,
drink during the day. That's you.
Mr.
This is the
Chairman,
ultimate example of hypocrisy.
Chairman,
I will not be tarnished by baseless allegations
let me
and
ask
fraudulent
you
statements from the media.
the fact that you mentioned that indicates you don't know what you are talking about.
All right, so if you're just joining us, we just watched a clip of an exchange with FBI Director Kash Patel over key controversies and terrible points of allegations of alcohol abuse. And, the reports allege that Mr. Patel has had instances of severe intoxication, including claims that his staff had to force entry to his home due to him being incapacitated, leading calls for an alcohol abuse screening. And the congressional clash that you just heard with Senator Hollander is, during a May budget hearing, Patel was grilled by Chris Van Hollen over these claims, but Patel claimed that they were absolutely false and then tried to turn the tables, as you can see. Well, the mismanagement allegations against Patel are leading to, it's leading to a pushback, and we're not sure if Mr. Patel is going to be able to keep his job because the pushback is growing louder. Let's say the allegations. Let's get past the allegations. There are videos of Patel drinking and he's chopping it up and that sort of thing to a greater or lesser degree. Now, does the man have a right to enjoy his life? I'd say yes, but what do you guys think? VIPs, what do you think? Patel has been accused of using FBI resources more seriously for personal travel, including using an FBI jet to visit a girlfriend on a dating snorkel trip at Pearl Harbor, also reports suggest that Patel padded the stats on arrest numbers by including immigration, by the FBI, which, a lot of agents are coming back and substantiating those allegations. So, Mr. Patel is in a little bit of trouble, and he's been accused of leading a purge, more importantly, within the FBI against Donald Trump's perceived enemies. So, there'll be more details about Mr. Patel and this misconduct later on, but it's something that I don't know. He may not be able to live it down. What do you guys think? What do you think? Oh no, shame on you. You got to be more careful, Director Patel. That's not a good look, sir. Oh no, yeah. Mr. Patel is, he's definitely in the hot seat. Anyway, we're gonna keep you guys in the loop on that at ASN News because I think it's an important piece, and we'll be looking at it. Let's talk a little bit about some local things going on. If you're in Harvey and the Burnham areas, oversight committees are reviewing the impacts of recent demolition projects on local air and public health. So we're following those stories as we can speak, and it's definitely something that's interesting. So let's notate that as well. Oversight committees are reviewing the impact of recent demolition projects on local air quality and public health. All right, keep it going, guys. So gonna come back to the biggest loser. I think we may have announced it, but it is Friday, so you guys know what we do. We announce the biggest loser of the week, and I'm gonna let you guess it. But before we get to the biggest loser piece, we're gonna get to the segment that you know and love so much, which is a picture can tell 1,000 words, right? Right. So basically, if you have a picture of something special, special event, graduation, anything like that, you could even do a family reunion. Send it to me, and I'll send it to you. And sometimes our staff picks pictures personally, directly, and this is a staff pick, but we're gonna go ahead and pull that up. And here below, you can see Amir Shakur Speaks at gmail.com. You want to get the picture to me at Amir Shakur Speaks, and I'll rock with you. I'll go ahead and highlight your grandiose moment, and give you your 5 minutes of fame or 4 minutes of fame. That's going to be at Amir Shakur Speaks at gmail.com. And let's see what we got today, guys. This is a staff pick, and there she is. There she is. She's the vision of love. Look at her. Look at her. All right. Let's look at this. This gives me, when you're a 4-year-old and it's about 6 a.m. and I'm getting ready to watch the Amir Shakur Speaks ASN News Report, an economy is absolutely unacceptable. And my pocketbook is just weighted down. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Here's the breakdown. Hold on one second. Need to take a drink for this. All right. The look, the hair and the rollers, the pink robe on, the mud in the hand. Okay, we see you. We see you. She didn't just wake up. She woke up ready to speak to the manager of the morning, right? I like the vibe, though. She's not looking for cartoons. She's looking for the sports section to see how her turkey bowl picks pan out. That's what it is, right? Yeah, that energy. And look at that energy. The face of a woman who has a double shift ahead of her, and she's raised 3 kids, and she's realized they're out of 2% milk. And I don't care if it's Sesame Street time. We need to discuss these proper tax hikes, and and the inflation, and the tax to the homes in the neighborhood, and the property management companies not doing what they're supposed to do. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I like this. This is a cute picture, guys. Thank you for picking this one. She's a cutie. Yeah, let's pull her up big. Let's give her a more prominent shot. Okay, all right. And Miss Lady, we're gonna call her Miss Lady. Yeah, reading the newspaper. Yeah. What are you drinking? She better be drinking orange juice or Kool-Aid, right? So cute. Yeah. Somebody asked me a couple of different questions, and yeah, we'll address those questions. A lot of things going on, but hey, we're going to go ahead and thrive on and push on and move on and keep focusing on things. And listen, y'all, if you have a picture, if you have a great moment, let's share it together, because a picture can tell 1,000 words. And you are rocking with the sharpest mind in the morning. Sharpest mind in the morning, Amir Shakur Speaks News. And we're going to go ahead and move on and doing the things that we got to do. So I guess you guys want to know who is the biggest loser of the week, right? Biggest loser of the week. Can we get a drum roll? Let's see. Let's get a drum roll, please. Is that the drum roll? No, let's get another drum roll. Nah, that's a gun. All right. So I guess you guys haven't yet. Yeah, come on, VIPs. I need your energy because I need help with this. We already announced it, but we're going to announce it again. We're going to announce Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump, I think you'll go ahead and be, you are the undaunted champion of the moment. So let's look and see what you guys got going on. Yeah. So as we speak, and it's a double whammy, you are the biggest loser of the week, but we may have a new champion next week, though, guys. We may have a new champion next week for the biggest loser of the week, and it may be a regional or a local champion out of one of the cities. So we're going to keep this in suspense and keep you in suspense. But for now, let's address the double whammy. And this is breaking news that U.S. senators have officially called for Donald Trump's removal from office under the 25th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. We talked a little bit about it today, and it's going to make our friend Mr. Trump the biggest loser of the week. Why? Because, the craziness and, the things that are going on with this guy and what he's doing and what he isn't doing. And, it's definitely something that we need to look at. What he's not doing is he's not doing the presidential thing and leading the United States of America. What he is doing is he's making a muck of the United States of America like none other. So let's go ahead and look at the reports about, some senators looking to envelop the 25th Amendment of the United States of America and discuss that a little bit. And give me a second and we'll pull that up.
Of the president's comments earlier this week that the whole Iranian civilization would die if the Strait of Hormuz was not opened, a growing number of Democratic lawmakers have been building the case for the Trump cabinet to invoke the 25th Amendment, allowing for his eventual removal. Today, Congressman Jamie Raskin upped the ante, calling for Trump to take a cognitive test and provide a detailed report on his physical and mental health.
With more, we're joined by KTLA Law and Politics analyst Jessica Levinson. Jessica, good to have you. So as Democrats build this case to invoke the 25th Amendment, let's start with the basics. What is it? Why is it in place? And how would invoking it work?
So we're just a few questions. So we're really talking about Section 4 of the 25th Amendment, which has never been invoked. And this deals with an involuntary transfer of power by the vice president and the cabinet deciding to meet and then saying that the president is unable to discharge the duties of his office. At that point, the vice president becomes the acting president, but, and this could very likely happen in this case, if we ever got to this point, which let's be clear, we're not going to, but then the president could say, actually, I'm fine. Thanks so much. Then the vice president and a majority of the cabinet have to decide if they're going to move forward. If they do, we then have a showdown where Congress has to act within 21 days. So Congress gets 21 days to say, yes, the president can in fact serve, he is fit, or no, he's not. And it takes a 2/3 vote by Congress, by both houses, to make that determination. So we're talking about a political decision. We're not talking about doctors making a decision. We're not talking about cognitive tests. We're talking about the vice president and the majority of the cabinet deciding to do something that, frankly, they're not going to do.
Yeah, it's a long shot. But if it were to get that far in the process, could President Trump fight back? I mean, is there any precedent for its use?
So no precedent for its use, as we've talked about. There's lots of discussion, and specifically after January 6th, there was a lot of discussion about whether or not Section 4 of the 25th Amendment should be used in that case. Now, of course, what we need for it to be invoked is a decision by people who are very loyal to the president. The vice president who's chosen by the president, a majority of the cabinet who's chosen by the president. You asked me, could the president fight back? Yes, absolutely. As we just talked about, that's embedded in this whole procedure where the president can say, don't take this power away from me. I'm absolutely fine. Now, as you know, other parts of the 25th Amendment deal with a voluntary transfer of power. This is where you take it away from the president. It's supposed to be a safety valve, but there's a reason we've never used it. It's difficult, it's vague, and it calls on political actors that are loyal to the president.
As you've heard Congressman Raskin calling on the president to take a cognitive test in light of his recent comments on Iran. Does Congress have any power to do anything in that arena?
He has the power, like anybody else, to grab a microphone and say, I'm troubled by the president and I think he should take a cognitive test. But under the Constitution, under Section 4 of the 25th Amendment, does any member of Congress have the power to initiate an involuntary transfer of power? No. Now, we could have a separate discussion about impeachment. And of course, we have had that discussion with respect to this president before.
All right, guys. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about Mr. Trump, and he's in a little bit of a hot water, and he's the ability or inability of the Congress to envelop the 25th Amendment of the United States of America is being discussed, and so we are here, and we are going to discuss we're going to discuss a little bit more in depth, and we're going to move forward and focus on things that are pertinent to what it is. The president is, as you guys know, go ahead and put that back up, the biggest loser of the week. And Mr. Trump has earned that dubious distinction for probably several weeks straight. And that's what it is. All right. So, what do you guys think, VIPs? Also, let's go ahead and address one thing while we're discussing the biggest loser of the week. Got some losers coming into the chat room with our lovely VIPs, and let's say this. I'm going to bring this up. We are a no troll zone, so if you want to troll, you will get deleted. Just plain simple. Our news is professional news. We're a no troll zone. And, the thing is, do it on your time. Find your own way. Get your own channel. Make your own thing. And leave ours alone because that's not where we're at. So, you see that? No troll zone. Actually, this troll looks even cuter than what you probably are. But, we'll keep it up. And we'll bring it up time and time again. And, so let's get back to the things that really matter, folks. And yes, which is, I don't know about mattering, but yes. And definitely no trolls. No troll zone, troll-free zone. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Taco sucks. Taco sucks. Go support your own channel, right? Talk your own job on your own stuff. Get out of here. There we go. Oh yeah, that troll is out of here. That troll is gone, and good riddance, and go suck on a lemon. Cheers to you, trolls. All right, guys. So we are at 26 minutes into the program, and gonna go ahead and do my editorial. And I am happy to announce that at the end of this particular segment, give it another 30 minutes on the Amir Shakur Speaks broadcast channel. We'll be doing a every other day editorial, right? It's going to be a daily editorial, 10, 15 minutes, wherever it's at. If it's a topic going on in Philly or in the UK or in Canada or in Ghana or wherever you guys are at, we're going to do that 15-minute editorial, and we're going to do it, and we are going to address the issue. So, let's get this shot up in a bigger level. Yes, that's the Amir Shakur Speaks, Amir Moments editorial, and wherever it is, it's wherever the news is being hit, we'll do that editorial, and we're going to go ahead and move forward. And after this segment, give it 10, 15 minutes. Our segment is over with at roughly 8:30-ish. And we'll go ahead and get to the segment. So follow the Amir Shakur Speaks broadcast channel, and we'll go ahead and get that segment, because guess what? You're rocking with the sharpest mind in urban media, and it's in News International. And, we're up again, and integrity is the only currency that doesn't inflate, all right? Just remember that, okay? You remember I said that, all right? So today, let's do the editorial, and I want you guys to clip this. Whenever I say I want you guys to clip this, I want you guys to take this to heart. Today, the headline's just about what's happening in the halls of power, but it's about accountability we demand as citizens, from high-stakes testimony in D.C. to the grit of the streets in Harvey. And the theme of today, May 15th, is clear. The truth demands a seat at the table, right? So, even with the Patel paradox, we've been following the saga of Donald Trump and Director Cash Patel closely here at ASN and the Amir Shakur Speaks morning show. And whether it's alleged that, he's done VIP drunk snorkeling or over sacred grounds, or Irish Senate exchanges, where he's challenged lawmakers to drinking tests and all of that kind of stuff. The optics are frankly just a mess, right? So let's get serious now. Let's really talk about this. Let's look at the past, theater. And, when an agency head is accused of padding stats and claiming other agency arrests as their own, that isn't just a magnificent hiccup or a management abuse. It's a direct assault on municipal transparency. It's a direct assault on our democracy. And we've seen this in this Trump administration time and time again. We see the same pattern in our local governance, whether it's the FBI or a small town village board. When you manipulate data to look successful, you aren't leading, you're storytelling. And at Amir Shakur Speaks, we deal in facts, not fiction. So on the global stage, red carpets, red lines, when the Air Force One heads home from Beijing, the warm reception for the president doesn't just mask the chill in the Strait of Hormuz. Our gas prices are nearly $7 per premium in Chicago. So what red carpet juice should he be getting? In China, it feels a long way from the pump. At the local station in Harvey or in Sao Paulo, we're told that trade deals for Beijing jets and soybeans deals are coming. But the Strait of Hormuz being effectively closed off for 3 months is a bottleneck that hits every working class family in our country. Not just on a national level, but on a global level, okay? So the local watch as it continues, and we're watching closer to home, the real world impact of the administration is the choices that they've made, both in a real sense and more seriously in a negative sense. So we must ask, where is the same level of investment for the South suburbs? Harvey, if you're in Chicago, Compton and Watson, if you're in California, or Los Angeles area, or, if you're in New York or New York City area, Harlem or the Bronx, and as we monitor the redevelopment and the health impacts of these different communities, we remain vigilant that accountability isn't just a sometimes job. It's a 24/7 thing. So the final thought is, you can buy a $250 billion or $1 million lawsuit, Mr. Patel. You can fly a private jet to Hawaii, the one that has the FBI's name branded on it, or you can order polygraphs all you want to find leakers, but you cannot silence a community that has found its voice. The people of Chicago, the people of California or Los Angeles, the people of New York City and New York, Harvey and Burnham and Greater Chicago, we're going to keep our eyes open, and we're going to keep our hands on the wallet and never stop asking, who does this serve, right? So this is the Amir Shakur Speaks morning show, and I'm signing off for now. We don't just report the news. We discuss it. We continue to bring it to the table, and we're not bowing down to anybody. And thank you, sir. Thank you for being on point, and one of the community people just gives a damn, right? So yes, and thank you again, and you have a great day. And what did you say? Don't come to the channel with negativity. We are powers. We are powerful and positive. Amen. So thank you guys again. We're on the weekend, so we do a weekend segment. We haven't really followed up, but the good news, y'all, is every day going forward, ASN will have their news segment, and that's going to be on social media, and you'll see it on the news channel, Amir Shakur Speaks, and the websites are being developed as we speak. And we are a professional structure, a professional organization. Thank you for your commentary. Thank you for being positive. And I just want to make sure you guys have the best of days. Just remember, we have a editorial at 8 and at 1:45, which will be in roughly 10-15 minutes. So watch the channel for that 15-minute editorial. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys. And this has been the Amir Shakur Speaks morning show. And this is your boy, Amir Shakur. And I'm signing off. Thank y'all. Peace.